welcome to another episode of Bite Size Yoga. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you a couple of balance postures that you can do using the wall for support. Particularly if you're pregnant, you may feel more comfortable using a wall because your center of gravity is off, or just if you find that for whatever reason your balance is not feeling great on a particular day, or there's any old injuries or things like that that prevent you from feeling comfortable while balancing. So grab yourself a wall, somewhere comfortable to stand, and we will get started. So our first one that we're coming into is going to be tree pose. So I'm going in a corner just so I can show you which way I can hold on and still show you what we're doing. So using the wall for support, you can just bring your hand on, or if you don't have a wall as well, you can always use a chair. Use a sturdy chair that's not going to tip over on you, and hold on to the top of that, the back of that. So we're going to ground down through the right foot, or the leg closest to the wall. And then when we're comfortable, begin to bring our left foot up to either the inside of the ankle or the calf or the inside of the thigh, depending on what feels right for you. So the higher up your foot comes, the more you'll feel like your hips will want to lift up or poke out. So you want to keep that strength through the leg, keeping our pelvic area tucked up, our heart lifted, shoulders relaxed, keeping our hips parallel to the floor, using the core strength and the strength of the leg to ground us here, and the wall just for support. You can bring your other arm up to the sky in Chin Mudra, breathing deeply, and when you're ready, releasing your foot down slowly before we swap sides. So taking hold of the other wall, or just flipping around if you've just got the one wall or a chair, and we ground down through the left foot. And when you're ready, begin to bring the right foot again up to the position that feels comfortable for you. So keeping our foot off the knee joint, we don't want to put any pressure onto the knee joint. So either onto the ankle, the calf, or even with the big toe still touching the floor if that feels more comfortable for you. Lifting up. On this side, I'm actually going to come down a bit because my legs are cramping up. So pregnancy symptoms going on there. So listen to your body. If one side is a little bit different to the other, that's okay. That's perfectly normal. So you may have tightness or tension in one side. So ease out of the pose. We don't want to cause any harm to the body. Again, tuck the pelvic area up, keeping that knee open and the hips parallel, and your arm coming up to the sky. Relax your shoulders down. Just using the wall for support. And releasing down. And giving the legs a little shake out. So for our second pose is dancer's pose, or Lord of the Dance as well, it could be known as. And so again, using the wall for support, you may like to bring both hands on to begin with, but we're taking hold. So again, grounding down through the right foot, lifting the left foot back and taking hold of the leg here. So option one is that you might just stay here, stretching through the left quad, through the hip flexor, just balancing here. Option two, you may feel comfortable to start to press your foot back into your hand and gently lean forwards, creating a little bit of an arch through the spine. Breathing deeply and releasing down. And swapping sides. So again, if you're using your chair, your hands can be here on the chair for support, or just using the wall, making sure that you've got plenty of space for your body to move through this pose. So again, ground down into the left foot, bringing the right foot back. Again, this may be enough for you with that stretch through the front thigh of the right leg into the hip flexor, the ITB. Breathing deeply, and if you'd like to go a little bit further, press the foot back into the hand, keeping the hips parallel. Gently start to tilt the body forwards. Strong leg, grounding into the floor. And release. And giving the legs a little shake out. So for our final wall supported pose, we're coming into a version of downward dog. So this just helps to stretch out through the back, through the legs, the hips, the calves, the ankles. So again, you may like to use your chair, you may like to use the wall. If you're pregnant, you may find that, especially being later pregnancy, that getting head right down can make you quite nauseous. So this is a good alternative, and you can just walk yourself down the wall as much as you feel comfortable. So perhaps your hands are on the wall and you start to walk the feet back, keeping them hip width apart. Slowly walking the hands down. And maybe you just come into an almost 90-degree bend. Just honor your body in this moment. Feel the shoulders rolling open, spreading through the shoulder blades, and press your fingers into the wall or the chair, engaging the muscles of the arms. One more deep breath. Feel your spine lengthen. And gently walk the body back up. And there you have it. There are 3 wonderful poses that you can do, 2 balancing ones using the wall or a chair for support, and another version of downward dog to just stretch out after doing those poses as well. So if you've liked this episode of Bite Size Yoga, make sure you give it a thumbs up or subscribe to our channel. And I look forward to seeing you all again next week for another episode of Bite Size Yoga.